What's up to all our sidekicks and henchfolk out there in the Geek Nation, and welcome back to one of the longest running pop culture podcasts of all time. It's true, you can look it up. Noel would tell you to look it up.
Noel would tell you to look it up.
CultPOP Podcast Live, episode 161.
If you're new here, this is a place where we talk about the things that we love, like comics and movies and television, yearning, and all the other things that scratch your dirty, nerdy little itches.
Tonight, we're broadcasting at you live from Young Junk HQ.
Young Junk!
A bomb-ass podcast studio right here in Philadelphia, PA.
I'm JD of Johnny Destructo's Hero Complex, located at 4327 Main Street, Philadelphia, PA 19127. It's a rad-ass comic shop that caters to rad-ass folks just like you, so get on in there and buy my rad-ass stuff. Also, there's games now. You can there's tables, and you can come hang out and do your work there if you like, because I'm lonely.
I loiter there a lot.
Joining me on this adventure called life is one of the most gifted broadcasters this side of Forks, Washington.
Never gonna get tired of that because it's way over there.
Yeah, it's so
it's
far away.
Most of the country is what you're saying.
Alice of Inside the Morgue, the best show you didn't know you desperately needed.
You do desperately need to be inside the morgue. Not in like a murdery way.
You desperately need to be inside the morgue.
Cool, hanging out way. We also want to draw your attention to the producer extraordinaire, Vicious Marshmallow, a.k.a. T-Money, a.k.a. King Leahy, a.k.a. The Chronicler Main Street, as well as his trusty sidekick, Noah. Friends?
Hey, it's Tara Baron. No. What's happening?
No.
We have two questions for you.
Hit us.
If anyone's out there watching or listening and wants to know more about Young Junk HQ, their space and services, where can they look and inquire?
You should go to our YouTube channel, where we love likes, comments, and subscriptions.
We do.
Hit us up there. Also, do yourself a favor and head over to CultPOP and do it over there as well.
Yeah.
You should.
Nice.
Second question.
Yep.
Twinkies or ho-hos?
Oh, Lord. What is a ho-ho? Is the ho-ho a... No, that doesn't...
It's like a chocolate, rolled up chocolate with the cream, and then there's like chocolate on the outside.
I did. Thank you for catching that.
Oh, I missed it.
JD steamrolled her.
Sorry.
It's like, I heard a joke in there.
It's okay. I slut-shamed myself, and then I just got steamrolled. It's fine.
Devil Dogs Cosmic Brownies.
No, the answer is ho-ho. Because the Twinkie is vanilla on the outside, and the ho-ho is chocolate on the outside, which instantly negates the Twinkie from the conversation.
What?
Ho, ho, ho.
Fantastic. Tonight we're going to talk about the
cake.
number 5th movie in the world this weekend,
movie.
Luc Besson's Dracula. But before we do that, we're going to talk about what we've been enjoying this past week in the What's Poppin' segment, 2 listener emails, and other bits and bobs if you're lucky.
Remember, if you're live, feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. And if you're watching later, you can still do all those things.
That's true.
We love a little back and forth, so please pipe up in the chat. Heckle us. We love it. You can also send us emails at cultpopgo@gmail.com, and we'll address them here on the show, just like we're about to do now, because we got letters.
Oh, we got letters?
We got lots and lots and lots and lots of letters.
All right, we have 2.
I did it, Noel. I sang it. You heard it.
Okay, this one's called What I Don't Want from Scream 7.
Give it to me.
Christopher St. Saucy Goodnight says,
My hair back for this one.
I don't...
Oh, my hair tie broke. Never mind.
I don't want Stu or any of the previous ghost faces to be alive, and I don't want the last 2 movies to have been in-universe movies. He wants them to... Okay. I know at least 3 previous ghost face actors are appearing in the movie, but considering 2 of them were shot point blank in the head and one was crushed by a dinosaur of a television, I don't want them to be magically alive. What I want is it to be a con artist / obsessed Stu Truther who had plastic surgery to look like Stu. Possibly the same for the other 2. I also don't want them to hand wave the last 2 movies away and make this the sequel to Scream 4. There is a theory among fans that Mason and Jasmine are playing themselves who were playing characters in a Stab movie, and that it's like one of the Friday the 13th movies, New Nightmare, I think.
New Nightmare, yeah.
Which is not a Friday the 13th movie. It's a Nightmare movie.
Yeah, it's the
This could mean bringing Dewey back as well. Don't need it. What say you, Alice?
So, interesting point about the New Nightmare thing, because I believe Noel has brought that up. I don't know if he brought it up on air or if it was just a conversation amongst us when we learned that Matthew Lillard was on board and Dewey, I think David Arquette was also in the cast.
Okay.
And we were theorizing about what that could mean, if it's just flashbacks, if they're going to be like ghost flashbacks like we've been getting of Billy Loomis with Skeet Ulrich.
Yeah.
And then I think Noel brought up the interesting point, like it could be like a meta New Nightmare type vibe.
Well, this new trilogy seems to be following a lot of the original trilogy, and the original number 3 was all about making the Stab movies.
Exactly.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that would follow suit.
Yes. Yeah. So I have that theory. I have some other theories that I don't. Yes. So let me. I don't know if I should say it.
Say it.
I know it's because I love Matthew Lillard. I'm a believer that Stu's alive. Yeah.
Well,
but
how would he be alive after getting crushed? Not by getting crushed by a television. He could just, and also that cool little stupid sound he makes. But then how does nobody know it?
The power of love.
Oh,
Yeah.
the power
Thank
of love.
you, Terry. You get
Sorry.
it.
The love between a Lillard and his Alice.
Alice in Lillard Land.
I have thoughts and theories, but we would be here forever if I
Okay.
could see them.
Fair enough.
But okay. I think it would be interesting to have it be a copycat, just someone who idolized them so much and like to the point of getting plastic surgery to look like them. That's a really interesting like theory.
Yeah.
I also don't want them to just wave away 5 and 6.
I don't know why they would. Is that an option? Like people
Well,
think
I
that's an
think
option?
he's just saying this, and Chris, if you're out there, correct me if I'm wrong. I think because of the whole Melissa Barrera, Jenna Ortega,
Yeah.
them leaving, that's why he's thinking they're just gonna pick up where Sydney's story. I mean, she was in 5, but that was still primarily about Sam and Tara Carpenter. It wasn't really about Sydney anymore. She came back in the end to help them fight their ghost face, but it was really about them. So now the last time we were really focused on Sydney was in Scream 4. So I think that's what he's nervous about. Is now that since we're focusing on Sydney again, it's just going to be not really addressing. I hope not too, and I don't want that also. Chris ain't saucy.
That's kind of the thing that intrigues me the most is how they're going to address the missing elephants in the room, right? Like,
Right.
What are they going to do? Just off screen, I guess? Have you heard from them? Nope. Okay, let's move on.
Well, that's what they did with Nev Campbell in 6.
Yep.
They were
We just
like,
didn't want to bring her back to...
Yeah, Gail's like, I heard from Sydney. She's not coming back.
Yeah.
Like she deserves her happy ending, is what they say, and they're like, on that much we agree. And then,
of course she's back. Yeah.
She's back for a not happy ending, apparently. Or
I can't think of the town.
Woodsboro.
Woodsboro. God
Yeah.
damn it. There it is. All right. Sorry, I was stuck.
No, you're good.
All right. Did we do it? Oh, also, he signed it. Newly promoted Chris St. Saucy Goodnight. So congrats on being promoted. Yeah. That's awesome. We also have, since Noel's not here, one of the rules is if you can't be on the show.
Before we get to Noel's email, can I bring up another Scream-related thing?
Yeah, sure.
I spent way too much money on an early birthday gift to myself. So my birthday's in a few days. My birthday's on Tuesday.
Nice.
And Matthew Lillard has a liquor company called Macabre Spirits. And as of
which I didn't hear of until you told me. I had no idea it existed.
Matthew Lillard.
Well, of course, no, but I mean like the fact that I'm a Scream fan and a Matthew Lillard fan, and I had no idea that he has his own alcohol company.
I heard of it. He did something with a Mike Flanagan project that he was working on. He did something in promotion with Mike Flanagan. That's where I heard about it first. It was like you could buy a bottle of whiskey and like get like a short story written by Mike Flanagan also.
Yes.
And then I could be making that up, but I think that's what happened. He also does like liquors that are like D&D related because he's a D&D nerd, which I love.
That's so cute.
But I saw he was releasing a Ghostface vodka for the new Scream 7, and I was like, okay, immediately buying this. So I signed up for the email list immediately, and I was texting JD and Noel about it. I was like, I'm gonna try and get at least one bottle for us to try on the show. And then Noel texted back, and he's like, oh, if you spend like this much extra, you'll get 2 bottles. One of them will be the signed one, and then one of them's the not signed one. I was like, wait, it's signed?
Yeah.
So I was fixated on my computer until I got that email that I could.
Refresh.
And I got a signed bottle.
Nice.
With 2 rocks glasses, and I think I get some fun pins with it.
Are the rocks glasses just regular rocks glasses,
No,
or
they
are
got
they
Ghostface
like?
on them. Yes.
That's cool.
And I got an extra bottle of vodka that's not signed.
That's awesome.
The reason I think JD gassed is because he already knows that the second bottle of vodka is for his birthday, because his birthday's coming up too. And I'm giving him one of my rocks glasses.
Why didn't know about the rock? You keep telling me all that.
I thought, well, because you
Giving away
offered to
all the
buy it off of
surprises.
me, and I'm like, don't do that. It's your birthday present. So anyway,
Thank you.
we're gonna be doing shots eventually of some Ghostface vodka on the show.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All
It
right.
could be shit vodka, but Matthew Lillard wouldn't give
We
a
won't
shit
notice.
vodka.
It'll be fine.
That's true.
I'm
I
not
don't
a
know what good
vodka connoisseur.
Yeah.
Vod connoisseur. Now may I?
Now, yes, now you.
Okay. Noel wrote us the Bible. It goes as such. Hey,
The
Cult
beginning.
Poopers.
Ew.
Wink. I felt compelled to write an email, as is mandated when one of us is unable to record, but did not have the opportunity to see Dracula 2026. So, I'm sorry. He wanted me to read this in a British accent.
Yeah, start over.
Now I'm embarrassed. How does you start it? Give me a British accent. I felt compelled to write an email, as is mandated by one of us is unable to record, but did not have the opportunity to see Dracula. So WTF should I write about? Well, I've watched some other stuff, so I'll give me what's poppin', and you'll like it. I'm not gonna do any more of this. Ever felt the desire to revisit something that just didn't hit the first time you saw it, but it still bounces around your head?
Yes.
I'm trying to go back with a fresher brain and come at movies like that in a different headspace. Buckle in. What follows is my letterboxed review of Matrix Resurrections. Y'all still acknowledge your birthday, says Pink?
Pink,
Yeah.
I'm acknowledging my birthday because my birthday is Mardi Gras and I'm going to be in New Orleans. That's why I'm acknowledging it.
December 22nd, 2021. The world was still a bit weird. We were all reacclimating into a post-ish pandemic life. Moods were oscillating between denial, panic, and apathy, and all WB movies were committed to premiering day and date on HBO Max, which made sense in December 2020, but by the end of the following year, that they kept up with that promise is baffling. Needless to say, when I originally saw this movie, I was not in the headspace to meet the movie on its terms. It was impossible to separate the context of the real world with the existential exploration of the power of storytelling, more specifically, storytelling that leverages nostalgia and the corporate pressure to bleed it dry. It felt like a winking retread that didn't actually rise above its own thesis. Needless to say, I didn't enjoy it at the time. I previously felt that the movie attempts to admonish corporate-driven synergy while at the same time negates that admonishment by making a movie that commits that very sin over and over again. It's a pitch of sound I wasn't primed to hear. Over the last couple of months, I've been wanting to revisit it and see if those previous feelings remained. Well, this time around,
Did they?
I loved it. From the start of the movie, creating a small bubble of familiarity, a safe space, to run back what used to make you feel, in the movie, it's represented as a model that developer Thomas Anderson creates of the first film's opening to continuously run a Morpheus program, to the revelation that a savior isn't valuable without the alchemy of faith, connection, and collective effort. It's a more mature and nuanced movie than I gave it credit for, and that, frankly, I wasn't prepared to see at the time. It doesn't help that it's painted in every color of memberberry available, and because of that, it will likely always exist to many as a failed requel buried under the weight of its own references. An actual line in the movie, "Why would you build something new using old code?" When I first heard that, I rolled my eyes. We get it. You're being self-referential. How ironic. Today, I was able to intellectualize that question a little more. It also doesn't hurt that the movie answers it. We're informed by our pasts, the sum of all moments ever evolving. You're a different person than who you were 20 years ago, but also the exact same person. The only difference being time, lived experience, and a continual string of chances to change. If you today were in the same situation that you were in 20 years ago, would you do things differently? Are there forces stronger than logic that would influence you? Are control and choice just illusions we impose on ourselves arbitrarily to make sense of what we feel? Also, sick action, fun performances, and another feather in the cap for the Carrie Ann Moss is a goddamn treasure club. 2021 me understood and marginally enjoyed Matrix Resurrections. 5 years later, a little further through the fog, old me thoroughly enjoyed Matrix Resurrections and considers it the best of the sequels.
Oh, wow.
My question to you two.
That's us? Okay, I'm locking in.
Is there something you didn't enjoy but feel like it deserves a second look? Also, follow me on Letterboxd, Noel_VB, as in
Victor and
vagina bear. What?
Yep.
What did you go with?
if I have to talk on the phone a lot at work, I say V as in Victor or B as in boy.
There you
Vagina bear is great.
Vagina bear as well. So is there? Yeah, Alice. Is there something you didn't enjoy but feels like it deserves a second look?
Ooh. Yes, The Lighthouse.
Oh.
I was not. So I was in the mood to watch a horror movie, and the person I was with was like, "I've heard this is a really good horror movie," and like I meant like classic slasher. And then they put on The Lighthouse, and I was not in the mood for The Lighthouse. And I love Willem Dafoe. I love Robert Pattinson. All signs should have been like, you're gonna like this, and I was just more angry that I didn't get what I had asked for. And I was just like, I really just wanted to watch Scream or something in that realm. Or
Everyone should know.
I
put on Scream.
I think I specifically asked, I wanted to see, like, watch a scary movie that I'd seen.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, let's watch something new. And I was like, okay, fine. And he's like, what about this one? And he put that on. And I'm like, this is the opposite of all of the things that I said I wanted to do tonight.
That's pretty fun.
But I think it deserves a revisit. I've heard really good things. Yeah. And this is interesting that Noel brings this up because podcast that I've referenced before, Hello Sydney podcast, she's doing all of February. She's revisiting horror movies that she has said that she hated. So far she's done Hereditary, The Witch, and I'm listening to the Midsommar episode now. And at least for Hereditary and The Witch, she's like, I kind of enjoyed it on the second watch. I had a similar experience with The Witch. I saw The Witch in theaters, didn't love it, but I watched it again at home.
Oh yeah?
And very much enjoyed it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I liked it well enough. I wasn't blown away by it, but I did enjoy it.
Yeah. What about you?
God, I can't. I've been thinking this whole time of something that I didn't like but should revisit. God, The Keep. I've still never finished.
That's actually why Noel wrote it.
Yeah.
His email. He's like, it's gonna
watch
click.
the movie.
Just watch The Keep.
You
JD.
borrowed it.
You
finish
still
it.
Have it.
All right. Well, thank you, Noel and Christopher saying saucy goodnight. Anyone else out there, email us at cultpopgo@gmail.com. Hey, time for What's Poppin'.
What is it? What's poppin'?
For me? I'll tell you.
What's poppin' for you?
So, Shrinking is a show that my wife and I love. It is on HBO? Maybe? I forget. Oh, no, it's an Apple Plus. I think it's an Apple Plus, John.
Oh, okay.
Jason Segel, Jessica Williams, Brett Goldstein, Harrison Ford. A grieving therapist starts to break the rules by telling his clients exactly what he thinks. Jimmy has lost his wife and wants to try a new approach to his loss, but it is unclear how this will help others. That is the first episode of the show. We come in on Jason Segel's character, who is a widower, and he has a daughter. He is a therapist. He works in a therapy office alongside Jessica Williams, who I know from The Daily Show, and Harrison Ford, who's I was amazed that Harrison Ford was in a TV show. I was just delighted because anytime he's around, I'm happy. Yeah. And it just seemed like he wouldn't be a TV show guy. He seemed like too grumpy and like too specific, but like he seems to be having a blast on this show.
I love that for him.
So yeah, Jason Segel, we come in on the show and he has been mourning his wife for a year and has totally checked out. His neighbors basically watch his teenage daughter, feed her, and Jason Segel is just mourning and drinking and doing drugs and having sex with strangers and all this. He's just gone. He's not doing anything a dad should do. And so the beginning of the first season is him trying to pull himself out of that and become like a person again. And it's a comedy. It doesn't sound like a comedy, but it is really, really charming and heartfelt, and it hits you in the feels, but then it'll also have you cackling. And I think it was only supposed to have 3 seasons, and I want to say this is the 4th. And they just kept going. So,
wow.
Yeah, I'm really glad it's back. The jokes per minute on the first 2 or 3 episodes that we've seen have just been crazy. It just feels like there's always a joke happening and I'm always laughing.
Awesome.
It's just really, really good. His wife had been hit by a drunk driver, and at a certain point I won't spoil much, but like at a certain point in the show, he comes face to face with that guy, with that person, and has to deal with that. And he finds out that his daughter has secretly been like going to see this guy who killed her mother. And it's really creative television. These are things that I wouldn't expect to see on a comedy. And they deal with a lot of really uncomfortable emotional stuff, and they make it charming and really funny.
That's awesome.
Highly recommend Shrinking if you haven't had a chance. I was even really surprised because I think I saw an ad for it and I clicked into the comments expecting, because everybody hates everything all the time, and all the comments were like, thank God this show is back. It's so good. I'm so happy that this show is returning and all this other stuff. And I expected everyone to hate it just because that's what they do on the internet. So yeah, highly recommend Shrinking if you haven't had a chance. Oh, can you scroll back, Terry? On the chat? I guess you can't.
Oh.
That's all right. What was popping for you?
I finally watched a classic 70s horror. So I love 70s, 80s horror. Suspiria. Saying that correctly. 1977.
Nailed it.
Directed by Dario Argento.
Mm-hmm.
So if anybody who doesn't know, an American newcomer to a prestigious ballet academy in Germany comes to realize that the school is a front for something much more sinister amid a series of grisly murders. I really enjoyed this, and I'm hearing from you and Terry that the remake is even better.
Oh, yes.
I want to know.
Email us at cultpopgo@gmail.com to yell at me.
No. They can yell at Terry too.
Yeah. Suspiria
Terry
is
said it when you left.
oh, did he?
Yeah.
I
Nice.
am correct.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's one of the few remakes that's better than the original.
Do we know who directed the remake?
We will.
Because this, I think, was the
think it's
first
the same
time
guy.
I watched. I don't know if I've seen an Argento film before, and very similar to, I've just now starting to watch Twin Peaks, as I've talked about before. Like Lynchian vibes of like the surreal dreamist thing, but on a very different level. Like he's much more. I mean, they're both kind of macabre, but this is much more grisly. Like Giallo, like the slasher, all that stuff, but still in like a weird dream, like what's real, what's not. Like it's similar way I feel when I'm watching Twin Peaks, except Twin Peaks is a little more existential and not as grisly gory as Argento's work, but it's still very much vibey, as Noel has
very
said.
vibey.
Very vibey.
Very vibey.
Very vibey.
And
I was into it.
Man, the colors.
The colors.
I'm really just there for the colors.
The colors were
the lights,
fantastic.
the lighting,
the
fantastic,
coloring, the bright
Cutting
red.
in, I feel like as popular as Lynch is, no one actually really uses the Lynchian like inspiration.
No,
it's nowhere near as popular as it should be.
It's too scary.
No, it's too cool. It's too unique.
too vibey.
Too hard to do.
I'm
It is
scared
too
to be
hard to
unique.
replicate, I think.
Luca Guadagnino did the Suspiria remake, I believe.
Why do I know that name?
I don't know.
It's 2018 that one came out. Who's in that one? Is it Dakota?
What's her face? The woman who plays every role. She was in
Dakota Johnson.
Dakota Johnson. Yeah.
And Tilda Swinton.
That's the one.
Tilda
The Swints.
Swinton.
And Mia Goth.
Oh my God! Of course, Mia Goth's in it.
And Chloe Grace Moretz.
Oh yeah, Chloe's in that.
It's-
Yeah, man.
Stellar cast.
It is
I'm
a
not
good.
surprised
You
it's
gotta
good.
you gotta watch the remake.
All right, what's the rating?
I'm
on
leaning
this?
into it. F all y'all.
What's-
It's good.
What's the remake rated on Rotten Tomatoes? This because the OG has a 94 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh.
Not that that's the end all be all, but that's just
Sure. Suspiria remake. Rotten.
I'm just very curious to see comparatively what critics thought.
I'm hurrying.
Yeah, hurry! I have nobody to banter with. 65.
Oh, I did not realize that was Dakota Johnson when I was watching it because they gave her red hair. Gave it a what? Oh, 65 and a
65%.
72 popcorn meter.
I don't know what popcorn meter was for the Argento one, but yeah. Anyway, I really enjoyed it. If you enjoy vibey slashers from the 70s, so this, watch it.
Yeah. I think that's another one that I've never made it all the way through, or if I did, I was sort of just dozing, maybe. Let's see. Saint Saucy says, "La la la la. Need to watch this week's episode. La 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 la. Something. Scroll
No
down.
spoilers.
Get on it. Uno reverse card. I've gone from thinking that the Nightmare on Elm Street sequels were okay to rolling my eyes in contempt today.
Oh, no, Pink.
I did a watch through with my husband this Halloween. He had never seen them, and I was just embarrassed and annoyed at how shit they are to the amazing original.
Oh, wow.
Not just strangers, hookers.
He
also-
wasn't just sleeping with strangers. He was sleeping with hookers.
Oh, thank you. Ted Lasso was supposed to have 3 seasons, but is coming back for a 4th. It's true. Is Alice's hair a reference to Scream 2?
Hey.
No.
And
It's not.
This
No.
is our editor. Motherfucker Will is Ethan the editor.
Oh, hi, Ethan the editor. I keep meaning to watch this Suspiria. Watch it, Ethan the editor.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Gail's highlights were all not just the front. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
mine's just like in the front and underneath.
Yeah.
It's harder to see when my hair is down. But no, that is a good
Call.
point, though. Good
Yeah.
call, though. Nice streaks, as Dewey says.
That's right. Yeah, man.
Next,
watch
I'm going to get the real
Suspiria.
short bangs.
It's awesome. Hey, speaking of movies, should we move on
Speaking
to
of movies, which is what we do here.
Dracula 2026? Are you ready?
No, I hate talking about vampires in your
I
name.
know it's
I
the
hate it.
worst.
It's my least favorite thing to do.
Hey, we're going to talk about Dracula. We're going to give our overall thoughts and discussions without spoilers, but then we will let you know when we get into spoiler territory, and then you can go F off and go do something else instead of hearing spoilers. So Dracula 2026, 2 hours and 9 minutes is the runtime. It's written by, no, it's not. Directed by Luc Besson. The cast is Caleb Landry Jones, Christoph Waltz, Matilda DeAngelis, and Zoe Blue Seidel. When a 15th century prince, Caleb Landry Jones, witnesses the brutal murder of his wife, Zoe, he renounces God and damns heaven itself. Cursed with eternal life, he is reborn as Dracula, an immortal warlord who defies fate in a blood-soaked crusade to wrench his lost love back from death, no matter the cost. On the verge of reuniting, Dracula is hunted by a relentless priest, Christoph Waltz, sworn to end his immortal reign. Rotten Tomatoes has it at a 54% and an audience score of 80%, which is impressive.
A lot of yearners out there.
I didn't expect there to be such a differential.
Mm.
Metacritic has it at a 45. Now, should we go back? Should we go in the way back machine? What did you think of the Dracula starring Gary Oldman?
Gary Oldman. Who directed that one? That was, I know, I'm sorry, you just couldn't remember it and I'm putting you on the spot. Was it? Oh my God.
Francis Ford Coppola.
Coppola, right? It was Coppola.
Was that Coppola?
That was Coppola.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Coppola
in
and
92.
Keanu, baby.
Yeah. Yes, Keanu. I love that one. And Winona, right? Winona's
And
Mina?
Winona, yeah.
Winona Ryder is Mina.
One of the best versions of Winona. She's great.
I love that one. You're not like you're going to be hard pressed to find a vampire movie that I shouldn't say that. There's definitely vampire movies I probably don't like, but I haven't seen it in a very long time, but I do remember loving this one.
Oh yeah. I revisited it a little while ago, couple years ago.
No good
and
for you?
It was awful. It's
Probably
so,
is.
I just wasn't in the mood
I
for it.
clearly
maybe.
have great taste in
and vampires. I love Gary Oldman. I love Winona Ryder. I now love Keanu Reeves. I did not at the time. I love Anthony Hopkins, Monica Bellucci, Carrie Elwes, Tom Waits. Like, what a cast.
I was probably so much younger when I watched it forever ago.
Richard E. Grant.
Richard E. Grant. Oh my God, the dad from The Little Vampire.
Right. There it is.
Call back to my very first episode.
Yep.
The Little Vampire. Another vampire movie that I love.
But it's so cheesy. It's so hokey, but it is gorgeous. It's
Yes.
good to look at. I
I feel like that's what I'm
looking at it.
remembering about it.
Yeah.
Like I definitely need to revisit it. It's probably been, I may have just been a child when I watched this, a spooky child as I was, watching spooky vampire shit.
Really, the only reason to watch it is the visuals and Gary Oldman.
Yeah.
Everybody else, I'm just like struggling to be like, can we just go back to Gary Oldman, please?
Yeah.
Please stop talking.
Yeah.
You guys are awful. But yeah, it wasn't for me. However, what about Dracula 2026?
I just have to say this movie summed up. Ladies, if he wanted to, he would. Okay?
If he
wanted to, he would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just not that into you. If he doesn't do
Bingo.
what Dracula does in this movie, he's just not into you.
He just no. Wait for somebody who loves you this much.
To let you die, and then just yearn for 400 years.
Yeah.
And then finally find you.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
What's wrong with what I'm saying?
No, I'm agreeing. I'm just explaining for the folks out there who don't get it. Yeah.
I was very much looking forward to this from the trailer.
Yeah.
There's that one moment in the trailer where Dracula sees Mina,
Mm-hmm.
and Caleb Landry Jones's face just in that moment, just like the yearning. I was like, I'm in. I was like, I'm in. I want to see this. Yeah. And what about you? Were you looking forward to this?
No, I did.
You're like, no,
I did not care. The trailer looked very cheap. There was something about the trailer, like, I don't know if it was the frame rate or the lighting or something. It just did not look like a film, like a movie that you would go see. It looked like something you might see on Tubi.
I saw a review that called it campy.
Well, it is campy for sure. But there was just something. The trailer didn't grab me. It's Bram Stoker's all over again, which you know, I didn't really care for the original. Pardon me. The one that I grew up on, which is the Francis Ford Coppola version, and we had just seen Nosferatu, which blew me away. So the fact that we were going back and sort of going back into this well again so quickly, I was like, oh, okay.
It did seem a little quick, but I caught on very quickly that this was not a monster story. This was a love story. And I was like,
yes. To which, so a peek behind the sausage is Sushan. I always like to go to the movies with her and bring my wife to the movie, and I'll check in with her before making plans to go see it for the podcast and be like, is this something you want to see in the theaters? And she saw the trailer and she was like, that's fine. And I said, well, it looks a little different because I guess it's like a romance vibe this time. And she was just like, she just did a huge eye roll. And I was like, okay, all right, fair enough. That's okay. But it is that. It is a romantic take that.
Is it healthy? No.
Right.
So I was clearly kidding when I said, ladies, if you wanted to, we would. Don't come for me in the comments. But
it does have a romance vibe to it, but it's not all it is.
No.
There is so much more to this movie that I found interesting that I actually started to vibe with the overwrought romance of it because other things were happening and taking me by surprise, and they were changing Bram Stoker's whole story.
Yeah.
There are many differences that we won't spoil just yet, but I was expecting just to watch Bram Stoker's Dracula again, and I feel like I got a very different experience this time, and I was surprised. I was delighted. I really wound up enjoying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a good time too. I really enjoyed it. I will say, right before we saw it, I learned something about Luc Besson.
Ooh.
That I did not know. I'm not very familiar with Luc Besson's filmography. I think the only thing Luc Besson. Besson.
Oh, Bisson.
So sorry. Or maybe not. But
I'm looking for Luc Besson.
Controversy.
He did Valeria.
But the only thing I recognized when I looked him up was he produced Taken, I think.
Okay.
But apparently I learned this from the creator that we follow, Jay Stubes. I believe her name is
of
Megan.
course. Yeah.
That he groomed and impregnated a 16-year-old when he was, I think, in his 30s or 40s.
Gross.
Which is pretty not great.
And I'm looking at here, accused of sexual harassment by 5 more women. 5 more women. The accusations have been made by the Fifth Element and Leon director's former assistant, a theater producer, a former Europa
Fifth
Corps.
Element I've seen. I lied.
I love the Fifth Element.
I'm
And
familiar with Fifth Element.
I love Leon the Professional. But yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Eesh.
found that out right before going, which kind of put a little bit of a damper on my viewing experience because I was enjoying it, but I felt like I shouldn't be. So I was like, this guy kind of sucks now.
Yeah, gross.
Yeah. But
Yeah, I did not know that about him until I think you told me.
I told you after. I was like, Caleb Landry Jones's performance though,
Yeah,
fantastic. I thought
you loved him.
Yeah,
At first, it took me a little while to warm to him. I thought that his accent was a little rough, but I really fell into it after a while, especially when he becomes the old man.
that's when
Dracula?
it sold for me too.
Yeah.
I was kind of already into it,
Mm-hmm.
and then when
There's
that's
something
revealed,
about
I'm
him
like,
and the makeup and the way he moves,
the way he carries himself,
and that it feels right.
Yeah.
The accent that he's doing feels perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you go back to him being younger, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is fine.
yeah,
It was just a bit of took me off guard for a minute. Suspiria is honestly fucking awesome, says Carl Carls. Nosferatu is another one I still need to catch, says Will.
That's editor Ethan, motherfucker weird.
I
he
wish
will.
will.
A motherfucker would. That's what it is.
And Pink says, I feel your wife's eye roll in my soul. I throw one of those out once a week. Do you not like romance stories, Pink? Is that why? Do you eye roll romance? Because what did you think of the romance in this?
I love
I could feel you
swooning.
swooning. Yes. Let's go with that. I could feel the.
What were you gonna say?
Just panting. I could hear you panting at the screen.
Yeah, I was not.
She wasn't. No, of course not. But yeah.
I've talked to you about this before. I love a man who yearns. I love a person who yearns.
Yeah.
I love a simp.
A yearner.
I love it. I love it.
Ew.
So how did the romance go for you in this? Did you
Yeah.
buy it? You liked it?
Yeah.
Nice.
It did. Well, so it was a little, I don't want to get into it until we get into spoilers.
Yeah.
But like, a little bit rushed in the beginning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I think we can spoil the first 30 seconds of the movie. The fact it just felt like they had one set and they had to cram in all of this fake romance and fun and sex all in the same room. They're doing crazy shit like firing guns and at watermelons and having pillow fights and
Smearing food on their faces.
and
you know what it
it's
was?
so overwrought.
You know, like in a movie when you know, or like when the wife is dead or you know the wife's gonna die, they have like really cheesy montage of like home videos that they play. That it was like the 15th century version.
Home videos. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, oh, she's gonna die, so we're seeing all of this cheesy montage right now.
Yeah, that felt cheap to me. The fact that every single thing we have of the two of them of being in love for I don't know how long was just in this one bedroom.
Yeah.
And we need to have them shooting rifles. Let's do that in the bedroom. It's
Is that
so
not what
weird.
you do?
I don't. So yeah.
My Thursday nights.
I was kind of eye rolling.
It felt a little.
Oh my god. Forced.
A little forced.
Yeah.
To me, in the beginning.
But then, by the time they come around at the end, which I won't
His
spoil.
yearning without her convinced me of it, though.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
all right.
So, would you recommend Dracula 2026?
Not to everyone.
Right?
Yeah. No.
There's some weird stuff in there.
Yeah.
Not weird as in like creepy or gross. Just decisions that are made that you might not expect.
I would recommend it to a very specific set of people who I know are like me and love vampire romance.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Would you still call this just a romance?
Not just a romance, but
Like
it
a
definitely
horror-
heavily leans into the romance.
Does it feel like a horror movie to you? I'm not entirely sure. It feels like a horror movie, right?
To me, no.
Like a horror, like a romance thriller.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But I have a lot of friends who are not into horror at all.
Yeah.
Who would for sure call this a horror movie and be like, this is too scary for me.
Oh.
Whereas like I'm watching horror movies every day in and day out, and I'm like, oh, this is like a romance.
Yeah, it feels very light. It feels
Yeah.
like a nice, sweet little romance.
Yeah, there's not a ton of gore.
No. There's a lot of vibes, right?
There's a lot of vibes.
Spooky.
There's a
just
pretty
like
brutal kill
misty
in the
castles.
beginning. Again,
Is
I
there?
won't
I don't
spoil
know.
it.
But yeah, I would recommend it. I think it's fun. I think if you're in the mood for a Dracula that's slightly off the beaten path and it's not exact. it occurred to me about halfway through this movie that every single version of Bram Stoker's Dracula that I have either read or watched is so self-serious that watching this have fun and be kind of whimsical and a little silly at times.
Whimsigoth, yeah.
Whimsigoth, nice. It felt refreshing. Like they were having a little bit of fun. It felt like they were just on set having fun. And, oh, what if we did this? What if we did a dance number? Okay, let's do a weird little dance number. Let's do that. So, yeah, I was really surprised by this. I don't know how many people are going to love it or enjoy it.
Right,
but like,
that's why.
I think it's worth the experience.
Yeah, I totally get the point of view. Like, we've done this so many times. I am just the person that will probably never get tired of it.
It's the opposite of, I think, Nosferatu, which was so serious.
Yes.
Like here, the romance is serious, but it's also very cheesy on purpose.
Yes.
Right? But the vampire stuff is a little silly.
Yeah.
Very, very fun, I thought. So yeah, I would recommend it. You can always wait for streaming. Vampire movie opinion above. Oh, no, I missed it. Okay. Should we get into spoilers?
Yeah, I think we should.
Let's get into spoilers.
Yeah.
What do you got?
So the brutal kill I was talking about is when he kills the priest. He breaks his staff in half.
Oh, right.
Stabs him with it, lifts him up in the air, puts him down on the pulpit.
But even then, you don't really see any blood.
I know.
It's off screen.
It's still, the brutal part to me is you can hear the priest suffering, like gurgling, and he's still talking to him, like, go tell your God.
Yeah.
I don't serve him anymore. Yeah. Oh.
Which I'm always happy to see. I'm always happy to see a priest get it. Is that a weird thing to say?
A
little bit. Sorry.
I don't know. Depends on who you're talking to. But
I loved that instead of the harem of wives that Dracula has, well, he's got gargoyles, little CGI gremlin gargoyles.
That was a moment where it took me out of it for a minute.
Yeah.
And I grew to love them.
Yes.
But I was very locked in to the vibey, dark aspect. And then these cartoonish gargoyles come out, and I'm like, and they're like helping him try to murder Jonathan.
Yeah,
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I felt like they were the trolls from Frozen. And I was just like, I was like, what is happening right now?
Yeah, that's where I clocked in, I think. Where I was like, oh, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, this is delightful. This is fun.
Yeah, I eventually did lock in and love the gargoyles. They
until it's revealed what they are. Then it got weird.
We lost our minds at
the end. Yeah. Once Dracula is killed and everyone is set free, so are the gargoyles. And when they come walking out, I'm like, what the fuck?
Pale little boys just walk out of the castle. And I'm like, why did he have all these pale little boys?
Why does he have 12-year-old gray, dusty, bald boys as gargoyles? Oh, I'll tell you what. The main thought of this movie for me was, it's the first time for any of these Bram Stokers where I was like, just let him go.
I know, when he finally meets Mina, and it's also like Mina remembers being.
Yeah. Is this the first time that's happened? Where she
don't know. I
like,
think so, because I don't
100% is in on it. She's like, oh, wait, I've got memories now.
Finishes his quote.
I remember being in love with you. I'm in love with you again.
Says they bone, and then she's like, make me a vampire. They do, and he does, and he takes her away, and I'm like, great, leave them alone. But they like hunt
just
them down.
Let them go.
And hunt them down. Poor Jonathan goes trying to save his fiance, who is just now in love with a vampire. And I did like Christoph Waltz's character.
Oh, he's always.
It's always great.
I'm always happy to see Christoph Waltz.
But I love the conversation he has with Dracula at the end. With Dracula's holding a knife to his throat. I loved that look, by the way. Dracula holding a knife to his throat with blood just on his face.
Yeah,
everything else is just, he's had black hair, black everything, and pale. Oh my god, the coloration was great. But when he's like, if you sacrifice yourself now, you'll be saved. Like God sent me to save you.
Yeah.
And he goes, she is my salvation. He goes, well, you're her damnation. Because he just made her a vampire, and he knows like if I kill you, she won't be a vampire anymore, and she'll be saved in God's eyes. And that's when he decides to sacrifice himself. I did for a brief moment. Oh, so also he doesn't. It says in the summary he witnesses her get murdered.
He wasn't.
He threw the sword that killed her.
Yeah. Yeah, I blinked, and I think I went to go get my popcorn or something, and I looked up, and all of a sudden I was like, wait, who threw that? Who threw the
He
sword?
threw the sword because
He
somebody
threw
else
the
was
sword.
walking towards her. So he throws a sword at the guy,
Mhm.
and it goes. They were too close, goes through her and stabs her too.
Mhm.
So he kills her
He murdered
by
his wife.
accident.
Yeah.
Tragic. And I, for a brief moment, thought because he's when he shuts her in the room, he's like, I gotta go die now to save you. And the priest is coming with the stake. He's standing against the door, and her face is against the door.
I thought the same
I
thing.
was like, I swear to God, if
Yes.
he gets stabbed by accident again in the same way, I'm going to leave the theater.
Yeah.
This is insane. But it didn't
I
happen.
had the same thought.
was
She was so close.
She was so close to the door. She's like, no, don't do this. And I'm just waiting for the stake to just like go through her face.
Like in Scream 2.
Yes.
Right in the
I
ear.
was waiting for it.
Yep.
And thankfully it didn't happen.
That's so funny.
I was
thinking the same
waiting
thing.
for it. I was like, oh my
Mhm.
God. I was like, get away from the door.
Oh, I also really found Zoe is the Mina. Who is the other?
Maria.
Matilda De Angelis, who played Maria.
Oh, the vampire.
What
she
a
was
delight.
so fun.
She's having an absolute
She
blast.
was having so much fun with that character. So she plays a vampire so that Dracula turns a ton of women at I think it's at Versailles. He's at like a ball in Versailles, and he turns a ton of women at that ball, and he like makes their mission to go find his wife, Elizabetha. And
who, for some reason, he is certain will be reincarnated and look exactly the same.
because her soul was so pure, he said.
Oh, okay, cool.
And so she ends up being the vampire that ends up finding Mina,
Yeah.
Elizabetha, and she's just so fun. She's so chaotic, unhinged,
Mhm.
wild, having the best time.
Yeah.
She was very fun to watch.
Pink says, no shame in your priest kink, JD.
Nice.
Thank you.
I was gonna say something else about. I forget now. It'll come back to me.
But yeah, the gargoyles are different, and the fact that Mina is all in at the end.
Oh, the score. That's what I was.
Oh, the score!
Danny Elfman. As always.
When I saw the name at the end, I went, "Oh, of course."
You literally
Danny
said, "You're like,
Elfman.
wow, this score is great." We looked at the credits. Danny Elfman. We're like,
Danny Elfman.
of course
Duh.
it is.
Yeah.
I love the song during the crazy dance sequence when he gets his perfume that makes all the ladies swoon.
Yep.
I loved that whole weird. It was so weird.
Yep.
Dance sequence of like through the different time periods. He's just using the same perfume through the different centuries, like
So what a
manipulating
fun
these
scene.
women.
Yep.
It was so silly and so fun.
Mm-hmm.
But the music for that was
His little-
fantastic. His little, just like even he did it like on beat, dabbed on his perfume.
Yep.
Ladies can't resist him.
Yeah, that was a whole nother thing too. The fact that he's not mentally controlling people. He had a perfume made.
He traveled across continents to get like specific flowers and like
Yeah.
do research on aromas
Yeah.
and like made a really crazy perfume.
Yep.
Just makes people fall to their knees.
It's
for
just
him.
what'd you call them? Pheromones, right?
Yeah.
It's pheromones, a love potion of some sort. So I thought that was really cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know where these changes came from. If it was just Luc Besson just having a blast, like drinking a bottle of whiskey and writing shit, but like,
Yeah.
so fun.
Christoph Waltz was having a great time too, I think.
Mm-hmm. I could listen to him talk
I know.
all day long.
And he was just in Frankenstein too. He's Frankenstein and Dracula.
Oh, he was, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the criticism I saw about it was what we're saying, like the whimsy.
Yeah.
I saw like some criticism about that. They calling it campy and like the vibes
Yes.
match for what it was trying to be, which I can get. I can get that.
Mm-hmm. The problem is I don't know what it's trying to be, and that's the freedom of it
That's-
for me.
Yeah.
It-
I think that's what a lot of people have issues with.
It's in other movies I've had this trouble where I'm like, you don't even know what you're going for. What is the overall vibe that you're doing? And this just feels so chaotic, and it bounces around from different vibes that I was just in. I was just like, you know what? Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Gremlin helpers, sure, why
Yeah.
not? Dance sequence, why not?
Yeah.
Mhm.
The Gremlin helpers took me out for a minute.
And then they do kung fu later, why not?
Oh my God, full Scarlett Johansson, Black
Yep.
Widow kick around the neck. Like you literally went like, what?
Yeah.
For the record, we were the only two people in the theater. We weren't
Yeah.
disrupting other people.
That's true.
Yeah.
Physical space. Noel says, I need to write an even longer email next time.
Yes. I'll practice my British accent for the next
Yes.
time. I'll read it.
I had a good British accent earlier, but then now that I'm on the spot, I couldn't do it. It was
I
terrible.
can only do a British accent when I'm quoting a very specific line from Harry Potter.
Which one? Which one is it? You're a wizard?
No.
Oh.
No, I would be embarrassed doing it. Now, if you two don't mind, I'm going to bed before either of you come up with another clever idea to get us killed or worse, expelled. That's all I can do.
Well done.
I've been doing it
Nice.
since I was 8 because
Nice.
I, like I've said, I liked Harry Potter.
I
way
like
too
the
young.
higher pitch too.
Yeah.
No, you didn't watch the movie. Why not? Lazy bones. Are you interested in watching Dracula 2026? A Love Tale?
We made him watch too much Twilight. He's like, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done with the
yearning.
yearning.
I'm done.
I'm yearning to never watch more yearning ever again.
I'm sick of it.
Did either of Terry or Noah? Did you guys watch the movie?
No, I didn't.
The end.
Like, I don't like simps.
Okay, well, I guess no one else saw the movie. That's fine.
No, just us.
Yeah.
We're the only two people in the theater.
I really liked it. I had a blast. And if
Yeah.
you
What's that?
are even mildly interested, I would say give it a go.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I
No,
got.
don't
Really.
go. Don't even Google it.
Don't even Google it.
We didn't even Google it.
Nothing more frustrating than a movie that leaves you genuinely confused as to how you are supposed to respond emotionally.
Mm.
I wasn't confused about how I was supposed to respond. I just didn't know what the vibe was at first.
Yeah.
And then as certain things started to unfold, I started to like lean into it and be like, oh, okay,
Mm-hmm.
this is the thing we're doing. Now I know where we are. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you're having a little cute dance sequence, I know what you're doing. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really fun.
Mhm.
I really enjoyed that.
All right. Are we done? Did we do it?
I think we did it.
All right. What are we doing next week? You're not here.
I'm not here. I don't know what you're doing next
You're
week.
a jerk.
I'm gonna be in New Orleans, baby. New Orleans.
There is a movie coming out this week that I believe we're going to go see. Here, you say stuff. Oh, good
Hey,
luck,
oh,
have fun, don't
never mind.
die. Shut up. Good luck, have fun, don't die is the movie we're doing next week, Noel and I.
Well, good luck, have fun, and don't die.
Thanks. Oh, that's so sweet.
You're welcome.
So yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Email us at cultpopgo@gmail.com if you have any comments, questions, concerns. If you want to yearn at us, just put it in an email.
Yearn.
Yeah.
Really yearn.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us, and we'll talk at you later.
Doo-doo-doo.
Did it.
Bye.